All right, all right, all right. What up, ninjas? Irish USMC Vet in the house. Going to be a short one today. Got stuff to do. Kid's got his house. Got to go take care of and get some work done in before he can move in January. So, been working well. We've been working over there all night. So, anyways, tired. So if you see this later on, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Bitch, most please leave in the comment section below. Check out the links. I think the only thing that I'm affiliate link on is the cool tools. Like I don't have one on me right now, but the box, the micro tool barks thing. But anyways, everything else is free. Except for Patreon, or if you want to donate to the cause. But anyways, so this morning, Lord Fucky is back at it again. He's desperate this time, I guess, to get us all a tequila shot. I mean, you can't believe this shit anymore. Like, stop believing it. Yeah. If you believe this now, you are special. Very special. And you're probably not going to make it. Anyways, see what else is going on in the world. It's a nice 52 degrees here this morning. Insane that the U.S. leaders are trying to provoke nuclear war with the Ruskies in a first strike attack. Yes, it is very. I don't have the congressman that said that, but holy fuck, retard. You are they saying that just because we don't have a strong military anymore because they removed all the strong people in place of fruity people? Evergrande, I know it's Evergrande, but Evergrande has defaulted again on their loan. And the economy is suffering because of it. Let's see, is it open? Check that out. U.S. establishment leaders, including rhinos, are trying to provoke Russia into full-scale war over Ukraine in order to provide sufficient chaos as to cover up the planned global reset and the debt bomb explosion. That's definitely happening. They also need a war in order to justify medical martial good compensation and supply chain failures while suspending the 2022 midterm. So this article is alleging that they're going to suspend all this stuff up front. So Senator Roger Wicker, representative of Mississippi, was on Fox News with Neil Cavuto, implied that the U.S. military could launch a surprise nuclear attack on Russia. Not a great thing to, I mean, are your balls that big, bro? I mean, you're talking about a lot of people. And consider we're going to observe the first strike because that's the way Bill Clinton and I believe it was Clinton that set it up that way for us to absorb a first strike. So we will be the ones suffering if that does happen, because we're going to be the ones. We're already suffering, right? But I mean, they're going to live in the bunkers that we have provided to them with all of our tax dollars. while we sit out here and suffer through nuclear stuff, if nuclear stuff happens. I mean, we're already getting fucked. So let's not get that confused. And the more people, when the people that are asleep, we, whatever those, if that 40% is what they're saying, wakes up, holy fuck, it's on. I mean, wow, it's on. So one way to counteract that, you can get if you want to be prepared, you can get the nuclear fallout book. You can also get potassium iodide tablets, which is, you think you need to do them by weight. I have to read up again, read up on it again. So I know that certain milligrams are for certain children size, and let's see, scroll ahead, take a look. Shouted to receive expiration date was less than 2 years now. So most of these questions and answers and feedback is from 2020. So the sheets are what you want. The little perforated sheets are going to last a lot longer. So they have, I think, a 5 to 8 year shelf life, and you can get them on Amazon, the iostats, or you can get the actual. There's a place in Virginia, I think, that sells them. Good morning, DS. Just doing a real quick run through here today. I got to get out of here this morning. But yeah, I can give you the link to that if you're interested. Let's see. Everybody's talking about getting sat phones on these big prepping channels. They're not any of them talking about what happens if we do go to nuclear war when we have these fucking idiots talking about openly surprise attacking. You don't play your cards out there, people. What the hell? So there is where you can get the biostat, radiation emergency kits, water filtration stuff. They have some virus protection stuff, but they also have a lot of cool little gadgets you can use, like the radiation detector. It's like a little thing you carry around your wallet. I don't have my my beeper on me, but it's like a little nuke alert, which I will provide a link to that too, so everybody can. So I carry one of these on my keychain. Post that up, and maybe everyone should stock up on some supplies like that. Now, not everybody needs a nuclear fallout meter, but the nuke alert is like a digital version of this big bastard, and you can use it to be detected. It detects different radiation levels and beeps the louder that the radiation levels get. And I mean, this is just stuff you should have in general, especially if you want to have, if you're living anywhere around a nuclear power plant or anything, military base, I mean, I would have it just, I would just have it around me. I don't live near a nuclear power plant, but it's one of those things I was trained to do in the military, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, get rid of this. I gotta keep up with this stuff. What are we doing this morning, DS? Are you working away, or it's Friday? So the nuclear stuff ties into radioactive, but it also, you can nuclear, radiological, biological, and chemical warfare. So, and then they changed it to CBRN, CBRNE at some point. But let's see, working and looking a bit at earth sheltered greenhouses. There's a great book on that. I can't remember the name. Mike Oler. If you go over to Odyssey, there's a couple of his videos on how he does earth sheltered houses. It's like a 3 DVD set, but I think there's only 2 of them. And if they can't find them over there, if they've taken them down, let me know and I'll upload them to Patreon, because I have them. They're like $75 if you want to go buy them, but I can upload them to the Patreons and let them watch them, I guess. My Patreons, whatever the hell it's called. So anyways, let's talk about the potassium iodide. Stockpiling potassium iodide is a great thing to do, because it's, if you need it, it's like one of those things. If you need it and you don't have it, you're screwed. And so it's kind of like putting water back. It's recommended by health officials worldwide to prevent thyroid cancer of people that have been exposed to radioactive iodine following a nuclear reactor accident or detonation of a nuclear weapon, whether it be ground burst, subburst, or aerial burst, right? So any of that nuclear fallout that blows around, and if you go look up the wind charts, I can't think of them right top off, but exactly what. Basically, if you go look up the wind charts, you can see, look up your military bases, okay? And then plot, zoom out a little bit on the map, zoom out, and then you can get an overlay, and you can do all this by hand. You can print out a map of your area, figure out how far the fallout would travel. We'll get into that later. I'll do a special or something. We'll do a couple. We'll do a series on this stuff, anyways. So, anyways, the radioactive iodine can travel hundreds of miles downwind. That's what I was getting to. So it's much more involved, but I'll do a video on it showing you how to do the stuff, how to do the calculations and all that stuff. Like the Chernobyl and Fukushima, right? So Fukushima is a new one that we know about. I remember Chernobyl because when I was a kid, they still talked about it, but Chernobyl's in Russia and Fukushima's in Japan. So what it does is the potassium iodide, the thyroid is the part that it absorbs into, right, and stores the iodine. Iodine's good for you anyways. So like the Jones of Alex sells a rare earth mineral called some kind of iodine, which is really good for your thyroid. So if you don't have salt with potassium iodide in it, then you need to take a supplement of it, which is what these pills do. Okay, and if you take the potassium iodide prior to exposure to the radioactive iodine, your thyroid will be saturated with it. So it'll be a stable iodine in there, so none of the bad radiation can enter thyroid. Plus, it'll also absorb, won't allow any absorption of, like I said, the bad radiation, whether it's good or not, but you'll have good stuff. And long enough for the radioactive iodine inhaled or ingested to safely be dispersed through the kidneys. That's what radioactive iodine or the iostat does. Potassium iodide Ki. So iodine's not in your food anymore, so you need to get some or get iodine salt. Well, they're talking about nuking us. I'm not going to be on here for like another 8 minutes, so I'll give you a link, but I'm going to gotta get out of here. One of the oldest son has got a shit. The oldest boys looked at a house last night and think they're gonna take it, but we have to go do some repairs on it and stuff. So I spent most of the last night in the wee hours of the morning checking it out. Yeah, I'm already checked out, but you can come in for a few minutes. Shit, I just sent you the link again. I don't know if the first one went through, but anyways, so yeah, well, the senator is talking about a first strike on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so here's the link. The senator from Mississippi was on Fox News or something, and not taking off the table that we might first strike Russia if they take Ukraine, and he's talking about not limiting, all that's anything, nothing's off the table. So, and considering that Russia has all these fancy fucking nuclear weapons, I'm not sure that we need to be fucking around like that. And I mean, I sure as hell don't want to tell a motherfucker that we're going to nuke them on national television. So the link right there, the finalwarning.com 57761 is linked to that article, which provides the references from the representative or the Senator Roger Wicker, Republican from Mississippi, floats the idea of bombing Russia military assets and says he wouldn't even rule out a nuclear strike on live Fox News. So
who are we talking about? Like Russians?
Yeah, like this senator from Mississippi says he doesn't want to rule out. He wouldn't rule out even fucking first nuclear strike on Russia if they
What
attack.
is Russia doing? I mean, Russia is nothing compared to other. I don't think we should be worried about Russia.
Well, they have nuclear capabilities, and
Yeah.
the reason why that Ukraine gave up their nuclear capabilities was supposedly to be protected by the United States and NATO. But now they don't have them anymore, and so they expect us and NATO to protect them. But Russia's knocking at their border with 100,000, 90 to 100,000 troops. I mean, it depends on
Doesn't
where
mean
you
you nuke them.
get your intel from. You know, well, that's the only card we have left, right? Because our fucking commander in Queef is a fucking joke. I mean, he's about as scary as a fucking brown paper sack blowing through the fucking wind.
Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mute.
So he's not smart enough to figure out a Zoom call. You think he's going to be able to fucking to launch any missiles from the fucking nuclear
You
football?
you nuke anybody, like you nuke any other superpower like that, everybody else gonna nuke you back.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
It's
not
stupid.
looking good, is it? Fucking idiots talking like that. Like I mean, I get it. It's an option, but you don't fucking forecast that. Hey, we'll use this. I mean, are your balls that big, bro? No, you're not that awesome.
I can't believe we're talking. Is this in the news?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fox News did it like 2 days ago. I started talking about it yesterday morning.
Well, yeah. By the way, yesterday, Nugs decided, yeah, he needs sleep. I'm not gonna tell him he needs sleep, but
You're
I'm
fine.
just not gonna wake him up.
You're fine. You're fine.
I was like,
So,
oh shit.
so even some of the books, like um, you know, some of the books you have even went like skyrocket pricing. So
Really?
it looks like they're back down now after the ashes of surviving the coming nuclear war. That's it's a new book. It's out for $8. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of books out about it. So I mean, and these are like reprints of the 1950s books. So that's basically what they are. I mean, I think I have the original version, but they just got a
Hmm.
new version. I like doing these memes on Dr. Fucktard and then not talking about Dr. Fucktard.
Yeah.
We gotta supersede those personal choices. Well, your personal choice should be to figure out. People will spend so much money on all this other shit, but they won't. They want to talk about buying a sat phone at the same time. Now, I understand you're going to make some money off of it there, big prepping channels. So if any of you fuck, 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 fuck cards, watch this. I've said it that many times. If any of you watch this, quit telling your subscribers to buy shit that you're going to make money off of like that.
Yeah.
If you buy a fucking sat phone, they're great. Don't get me wrong. Call anywhere, yada, yada, yada. They're expensive, but you should have your fucking people preparing for stuff like this. Because believe it or not, you can survive a nuclear fallout. Unless you're within the blast range.
Right.
And even then, if you're within the blast range, you can still survive if you're underground and protected. Now you have to wait a little bit longer to get the fuck out. But hell, everybody should already have 2 fucking weeks of fucking food stockpiled, right? I mean, or 2 months or whatever they're calling for. So, you know, got to rotate everything. Why not throw? Because the likelihood of you getting nuclear strike is probably a smaller chance than anything else, right? But one,
Tell that to the Russians, am I right? Joe Biden's the president.
they just built all them fucking fallout shelters a couple years ago before Biden got or before Orange Man Bad got in. Enough to house 90% of their population. So they had the forethought to fucking start planning that, and complete it. Why aren't we doing that? We took away all of our fallout shelters and shit. So
Or we're not supposed to be self-reliant. The government doesn't want us to be self-reliant. They
well, yeah,
want to
I
go
get that.
against us being self-reliant.
Yeah, I get all that. I mean, they're fucking retards. But
Well, there's a reason for it. Because if we're self-reliant, then we don't need them. And if we don't need them, then we're not going to like them very much.
well, they're taking our money, our taxpayer dollars, and doing exactly what they're telling us not to do. That's fucking upside down world, and you can't do that. Like that's ridiculous. They're fucking building underground tunnels to the fucking middle of the earth to protect them and stockpiling food for fucking years and years and years and years and years, but they're telling you not to.
Yep.
Okay, that's another reason why you don't listen to them and do
Yeah.
exactly the opposite.
Exactly.
but you don't want to be caught down with your pants down on this, especially like nuclear survival stuff.
The nuke stuff, yeah. If that happens, I live in the city, dude. I live in Phoenix. I don't think we have a nuke launch site near me, but I know we have a nuclear plant near me. And if that got destroyed, I'm done.
Yeah, because that even if you're not directly hit by the nuclear pulse or whatever, you're gonna what the fallout from that is actually going to be the problem for you.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't have something to tell you about it, how the fuck are you going to know and know to get out? So even that little keychain thing that I carry, or a dosimeter, or hell, like I said, they even make those little cards you carry around. Looks like a little credit card.
Right. Yes, he knows.
And it'll tell you if you're getting higher doses of radiation. But I like the audible kind, just because you could be driving through. Well, you could be driving through an area and the motherfucker go crazy, and hey, I got to get the fuck out of here, turn around and go back the way I came, or bring up your map and see where your fallout could be, or the military base could be, if there's uh, there's a possible nuclear strike on that base or whatever. So there's all kinds of good stuff. I mean, if nothing else, knowledge is power, and that's it.
The more you know.
Peasants. That one worked on there. What are they going to target most likely? New York. Military bases, city centers, like large, metropolis, metropolitan areas. It's really up to the Russians, like what they're going to target, anything that they can target to keep us from retaliating. If said, this is all speculation, so I don't want to fucking fear porn anybody, but all speculation. Because obviously I'm not Russian, and I don't know what fucking Putin's going to do, but more than likely he's going to hit the cities, the major cities, because that's a morale killer. The military bases for sure, and any missile depots and international airports that are large enough to fly long-range bombers, to take off long-range bombers and land them on. So any place is capable of allowing those aircraft to land will be hit as well. So. No, not quinine. You need iodine.
Iodine.
Potassium iodine. The link's up there. It should be. You don't have to buy those, so you can get some Amazon stuff if you want, or.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to have that anymore.
What?
Me and Nugs, because of the surgery.
You can't have potassium iodine for thyroid?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll get back to you on that.
The Jones of Alex makes a version of it that's really good. It's seriously, it's a liquid kind you put on your tongue, and it's a great one.
How do you know if it works or not? Like
you pH test.
Okay.
I don't believe in telling people what they should or shouldn't do, but if I were you and wanted to be able to stay on YouTube, I'd advise deleting this.
Tommy's thought. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I'm not really on. Well, I'm on YouTube, but not on the same channel anymore.
Simply due to the thumbnail.
Yeah, well, you should see the thumbnails, bro.
Well, the whole point behind this was not to make it about Lord Fauci.
Yeah.
I purposely do that and then go to an entire different conversation. Just because that's what if they search the algorithm search and find that I copy what he said, because we got to supersede personal choices was something he said, right?
Yep.
So yeah, if you get Duke in the general vicinity, yeah, I covered a lot of this in the beginning of the show. But yeah, at the end, simply due to the thumbnail. Yep, I understand, Tommy.
Yep.
Is that Tactical Tone 702? No, he's not in here yet.
No. I think this is somebody we haven't seen before.
No. The Tommy Stock is asking, is that Tactical Tone 702?
Oh no. That's Tactical Nugs. That's Riddle Girl.
Formerly known, the artist formerly known as Riddle Girl.
Yeah. She embraced her new nickname and decided to run with it.
Yeah, I know I'm full. I know I'm playing with fire by doing that stuff, but
Yep.
it's you actually got us to talk about it, so they might say something about it. But yeah, no, basically that's what the quickie version of it was. Learn about it, if nothing else. Be educated on it so that people can't lie to you like they have the whole pandemic thing. Because that's what they like. If something were to that effect were to happen, the people will be in fear because they're not educated on it. Just like the whole pandemic thing, right? Nobody was educated on it.
Right.
So therefore, once YouTube flags your channel, it gets messed with no matter what you do. Right.
Yeah. I know that a lot. Thanks, ungrateful peasant. You just a little late on that.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, we'll do. I'll do some more information on it, and we'll go through and cover some of those things. And later, I'll do some later videos and stuff. Maybe we'll have a chat about it, so everybody can ask questions, or people can chip in their information, because anybody that's been in the military in the past 20, 30 years, well, after Vietnam, I think, maybe before Vietnam, has had to have taken classes on NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical, and then now more recently, they've changed to CBRNE, but it all still applies, whether you're talking about the pandemic, nuclear, biological, chemical, or radiological. Still the same. But this senator is actually talking about nuking the shit out of Russia on live TV. So I figured this would be more than appropriate. You should do videos on sealing a room and what to do if this happens. Well, you should have a place to. You should already have a place planned out to go if you live anywhere around a nuclear power plant, because shit happens. I mean, seriously,
Yep.
your life will be inhabitable if you're downwind from a nuclear power plant, whether there's a meltdown at the plant by accident or a fucking uh, you know black rain coming down from the sky. I know people lose their channel putting vids on private, but if it's deleted, I don't. Yeah, no, he lost his channel because he deleted videos.
No, I didn't lose the channel because of that, but I got a strike on a deleted video. Get this. So I had gotten a strike on a video. I appealed. I won. They restruck that video later, like a couple days later, for the same thing.
It was
Like,
deleted.
No. It wasn't at this time, right? Anyway, they struck the same video that wasn't even deleted at this point, and I was like, I had to fight it again. So the next time I got a strike and I won an appeal, that's when I deleted it. And they went back and like, just because you deleted it doesn't mean you can't get a strike on it. It gave me a strike anyway, even though I won the appeal. I deleted it, and then I appealed that, and they said you can't appeal something that you've deleted. I can't appeal just because I've deleted it. And fuck YouTube, man. I'm fucking done. If I can come up with $25 a month to pay Rumble, and I'm over there streaming.
I mean, that's why I put everything over on Odyssey too. So.
Yeah, Rumble's killing it though right now, bro.
I had Rumble and it wasn't going anywhere, so like I
Yeah,
just
it
didn't.
is now.
I mean, I watch videos on there, but other than that,
I don't know. That's what I'm hearing anyway. I don't have any actual proof on it.
got a strike for my sheep skinning video that was made after I skinned it. Don't show it. I have no clue. Yeah, put that stuff over on Odyssey, Wayne, please. People want to see that stuff, man. Don't shoot, I got really high and ordered a massive amount of nugs from Uber Eats. That's why she's tactical nugs. Yeah, she's telling on herself.
Yeah.
And then they thought somebody was there to do some malice, so they were all gunned up.
I did, right? It's 1 a.m. and I'm on the computer and somebody's knocking at my door. Well, I'm grabbing my sidearm and I'm worried because I didn't know she ordered shit. She didn't tell me. Like most times of anything else.
All right, well, I have to get out of here. I've got to be over there at the new house at 10, so
Alrighty.
it's about a 15-minute trip. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals checking in. Sorry, it's going to be a short one today, but anyways, I'm USMC Vet. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. Simplify Godspeed and be prepared for whatever they may throw at us because we don't know. With big mouth politicians talking all that smack, you never know.
It's not
Just
good.
putting it out there. All right. We'll see you Monday morning, God willing. Everybody have a great weekend. Be productive. Learn something, read something, and we'll see you guys and gals then. Peace.